Greetings and welcome to the Fan Perspective. I'm your host Nathan Lyle, and this is WNBA Weekly, the show where twice a week, usually on Mondays and Fridays, but sometimes I record it a little early if I can. I will talk about what's happened recently in the association and a few things I'm looking forward to in the coming days. So, quick recap of some of this week's events. On Tuesday, you had the Tulsa Shock going into Atlanta, and they were in control the entire game. They held the lead basically from start to finish, but they went cold in the fourth quarter. I think they made like 2 buckets the entire fourth quarter. Most of their points came from free throws. Atlanta had a late surge, tried to make a comeback, but Tulsa was able to survive and get a win. Then on Tuesday, you had the Lynx just completely dominating the Storm, and you also had the Los Angeles Sparks going into San Antonio, and even though the Sparks have been playing much better lately, still can't find a way to win on the road. San Antonio was able to hold on for the victory. They had a little help, from Jane Appel, who returning from her injury, and also Samantha Logic played a few minutes. They had just acquired her in a trade with Atlanta. And then on Thursday, you have the Mystics versus the Liberty, the battle for second place in the East. And you had Epiphany Prince making her debut with the Liberty. You had dueling double-doubles from Tina Charles and Stephanie Dolson. The game goes into overtime. The Liberty barely able to squeak by, but a win is a win. They're now in sole possession of second place, only half a game behind Connecticut for first place. And also, some of the biggest news this week is that I might post this tonight. I might end up waiting till tomorrow morning. Either way, if you're watching this, whenever you watch this, odds are that All-Star voting has probably already closed by the time you're looking at this. So hopefully you guys voted. I logged on like you should once every day, voted for some of my favorite players. And so with the ballot closed, they're going to announce the starters on July 14th, which is next Tuesday. And with all that in mind, we're going to look ahead to all of the games I'm looking forward to this weekend's action. First of all, on Friday, by the way, all of these games, I'll tell you which ones are being broadcast on national TV, but for the rest, check your local listings, see what's available in your area, but if nothing else, you can see every single game on WNBA Live Access. So starting on Friday, also all of these are being announced Eastern Standard Time, so be aware of time zones and what they mean. Friday, we have at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, San Antonio at Indiana. The Fever, they're rolling right now. They're on a hot streak. They've gotten their act together, put together 3 wins in a row, while the Stars still haven't gotten a single road victory in the season. And then you've also got Minnesota at Chicago. The fact that you've got 2 MVP candidates with Maya Moore and Delle, that alone makes this worth looking at. And that's at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. And then at 10 Eastern Standard Time, you've got Phoenix at Seattle. And, Phoenix, they're under 500 on the road. But, even though they've only got a couple of road wins so far this season, one of those wins was against Seattle before Griner came back. So, and now, then you've got Saturday, only one game. That's being played at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You've got Los Angeles at Tulsa. Tulsa, the only team in the league that's still completely undefeated at home. An unblemished record in Tulsa. But, Skylar gone, the team, injuries to Odyssey, the missing Courtney. It's just, not Courtney, Glory. Sorry about that. They haven't been the same team of late. And Los Angeles, with the return of Christie from overseas and Nneka getting back from her injury, they have played so much better. Still, not a single win on the road. Who knows if that'll change anytime soon? Maybe. Then on Sunday, you've got 4 games. It's going to be a busy Sunday. Starting at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you've got New York at Atlanta. And the thing about Atlanta, yes, they're under 500, but if they were a Western Conference team, they'd be in the playoffs. They've actually played pretty well. They've had a tough schedule and currently sit at the bottom of the Eastern Conference. And New York, depending on what happens, if they win today and Connecticut loses, New York would be in the number 1 seed when the weekend is over. And speaking of Connecticut, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you've got Connecticut at Chicago. And Connecticut, surprisingly, not only are they still the number 1 seed in the league, they're still completely undefeated in all their road games. So, Then you've also got Seattle at Phoenix. And then you've also got San Antonio at Minnesota. And you know what? It's going to be a fun weekend. So be sure to check some of those games out if you can. And if you see this early enough, if I end up posting it today, make sure you vote for your favorite All-Stars. If I didn't post it early enough, then I hope you voted while you had the chance. And it's been a fun season so far. I'm looking forward to more of it. So I'll see you on Monday with another new edition of WNBA Weekly. But until then, this has been The Fan Perspective. I'm your host, Nathan Lyle. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the games.